Hi guys, I am Amplify, and today I'm going to be talking about cancel culture and why it needs to end. Also, I apologize for not posting in recent weeks. I was just off the internet, to be honest. There's really no excuse for that, but I will try to be posted at least once a week from now on. I'm keep on running out of ideas, so if you could please just, let me know any ideas, it would be perfect. So today we're going to be talking about cancel culture, and we're going to take a look at the concept of cancel culture before we get into this video. So, cancel culture refers to the general dismissal of public figures or celebrities who have done acts that are no longer socially appropriate. The problem I have with cancel culture is the people that you guys really cancel never really get canceled. They just get more famous. The Lopez brothers, Bryce Hall, who are all TikTokers, by the way, showing that they still have 12-year-old girls drooling over them. But let's look at why they got canceled or should have been canceled. First is Bryce Hall. If you watched my previous video, you already know why he should be cancelled, but if you haven't, there's a link down below. You can click on it, watch it, but here's a recap if you don't. So when Bryce Hall tries to hold a birthday party in the midst of a pandemic, a larger number of people turn up and the situation becomes so bad that the government is forced to prosecute them. Go to my recent video, for my detailed description. The Lopez brothers, who are criminals, who take advantage of 14 and 15-year-olds should not have a platform. They're also racist, as seen by Tony's comments, and the fact that their fans don't seem to mind this is revolting and disturbing. Also, did I forget to mention their fans blame the victim? Yeah, let's just move on. To be frank, all of the people in my previous video should have been cancelled because they're heartless. But they still have an audience, even though those audience are children who try to justify everything they do. Man, children and why the hell do they even have phones? The other issue is canceling people for things they did decades ago but not disclosing it until they have accomplished something, such as the Kevin Hart case, where people waited until he was hosting the Oscars to announce his homophobic tweets, which was over a decade ago. A person can change over a decade so much. What irritates me is that there are people who search through people's past looking for a single mistake, and they behave as they've never made a mistake. I never talk about personal life. I'm 14 years old, and when I was 11, 3 years ago, I was homophobic, closed-minded, hang out with the wrong people, and as a result, I was let down a path that I'm disgusted of today. After switching schools, and educating myself on things like the LGBT community, I've learned from my mistake and accepted that I was mistaken. But does that mean I'm defending the behavior of 20-year-olds? Certainly not.
Not defending my 11-year-old self. I've grown as a person and learned from my mistakes. I've also apologized to everyone I've offended.
Certain habits as shown in the screen are unrecoverable, but canceling them, you're denying the ability to grow and learn. People can flourish in some situations, but if we keep canceling them, no one learns something, and it can also be harmful to people with mental health issues. There are also some people who just make dumb mistakes. However, there are several exceptions to this case, a lot. So, cancel culture is essentially cyberbullying people and undermining their mental well-being in the process, to the point where that individual either doesn't care or is affected, that causes depression or suicide even. For example, in my last video, I mentioned Charli D'Amelio traveling in the middle of a pandemic. After I finished that video, I uploaded that video. I discovered that her parents were the reason for traveling during the pandemic. Despite the fact that she's only 16, she has received so much hatred for literally the smallest thing. And people need to toward that hatred to people that actually deserve it. We don't encourage someone to mature. Instead, their fans, there's two types of fans. The one that puts their idol in this box where they can never make a mistake. The idol have to be perfect, even though that's not even possible. And when they do make a mistake, they're disappointed and enraged, and they give them hateful messages. And then there's the other type where they put the idol in this higher up box where they're like a god to them, and it's worshipping them, which is absolutely disgusting. I'm sorry, but what? I can't believe there's actually people that do this, but yeah. So I cannot talk about cancel culture and not talk about Gen Z. So let's just say Gen Z, or my generation, is a crybaby who is offended by dark humor, despite the fact that they say they invented dark humor, which makes literally no sense. They literally mock someone who doesn't share their viewpoints. We don't have the same preferences or the same opinions just because we're from the same generation. They have tried to, for example, get maple syrup brand off the market. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm from Canada and I need my pancakes and maple syrups every day, every morning, and for breakfast, okay? So let's not do that, okay? They also try to cancel NMN. And NMN, I have no clue how to say his name. I am really sorry for all of the people who like him. I'm going to put the name on the screen. I think NMN has this reputation where he roasts people, and it's like they're asking him to roast our generation. I swear to God, there will be an entire song devoted to how much of a crybaby and fools we are. In a few years, people will be attempting to cancel their own door because it isn't working. But seriously, for a generation that thrives on claiming that we're different from other generations or giving people their own voice, we can't stand it when someone doesn't and share our viewpoint. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Feel free to share yours in the comment section below. I hope you enjoy the video and it's giving you a new perspective. So please stay safe, stay at home through these times, and goodbye.